Hello students, now we are going to discuss black body radiation as we introduce with this new term in Planck's quantum theory. So let's discuss black body radiation. Before black body radiation, we should know about black body. What is black body? So tell me one thing. When any radiation strikes the surface of any object, what happens? So when any radiation hits an object, the object absorbs some part of that incident radiation and reflect back the rest of the radiation. This absorption can be 20%, 50% or 80%. Okay. So if a body absorbs not 20%, 50% or 80%, but 100%. Okay. So if a body absorbs 100% of incident radiation, it is called black body. And the radiation emitted by this body is known as black body radiation. One more thing, I am using black word here. Okay. So it doesn't mean that it should be black in color. The condition to be black body is 100% absorption of incident radiation only. Okay. So now what is black body radiation? Black body is a perfect absorber as it is absorbing 100% of incident radiation, and perfect emitter because it is absorbing 100% of incident radiation. So definitely after a certain period of time it will emit all the absorbed radiation. So that's why perfect emitter of the radiant energy, that is, it can absorb and emit all frequencies. And the radiation emitted by a black body is called black body radiation. So this is black body radiation. Now it is very obvious that when a body absorbs the radiation, the temperature of that body increases as compared to its surrounding, and that's why it starts emitting that radiation. For example, if we heat an iron rod, it absorbs the heat first and become very hot, and after a certain period of time it starts emitting that radiation and become dull red in color and become more red when the temperature increases. When we heat it more, then it will change red to yellow in color, and finally it becomes blue at very high temperature. So this transition we can show from this simple equation: first red in color, then yellow in color, and finally blue in color. So this transformation clearly shows that the frequency of emitted radiation increases on increasing temperature. It means that frequency or wavelength, okay, frequency or wavelength of emitted radiation depends upon temperature. So we can draw a graph between intensity of radiation and wavelength. Okay. So here I have shown the graph between intensity and wavelength. So from this diagram it clearly says that at a particular temperature, as I have taken T1 and T2 here, T2 is greater than T1, that at a particular temperature T1, intensity of radiation, okay, intensity of radiation increases on decreasing wavelength, and reaches a maximum value at a particular wavelength, and then starts decreasing with further decrease of wavelength. Okay. But this graph could not be explained by wave theory, as we know about the wave theory, which says that energy is emitted or absorbed continuously, which means electromagnetic radiation depends upon intensity only and independent of its frequency and wavelength. If this point were correct, then emitted radiation should have the same color throughout, which is not